Hello, which stocks to add to your swing trading watch list for 2026? Well, let's take a look at our master list here. We have 7 stocks or so here that we are going to analyze together to see if any is good for 2026 watch list. So the first one is ESS. First, we want to change our time frame from maximum daily chart to maximum monthly chart. And is it ESS? ESS. So when we are looking at the chart, a good chart is a chart that has higher lows at the valley of the chart, at the bottom of the chart or the valley of the mountain, and higher highs at the top of the chart. So we are going to trace our oblique line. Let me change that arrow into trend line. So if I trace a connecting those, passing by this is going to go well above this area. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Let's trace it from here, because we don't know which one is more like it, and this one is going to be more like it. So that means this year here, which is the recession of 2009, it went below it. So this is more likely to be the valley line. So is it uptrending? Yes, it is. Is the stock respecting that valley line? Yes, it is. So this one, we are going to, take it out of there, or I'm going to leave it there. But anyway, let's see if we have a taller mountain. So yes, it's getting taller and taller, but 2 years or so there, and in 2020 it pulled back, so it has been climbing up quite a bit and pulled back and went higher and pulled back and has now surpassed it yet. So but I think it should be able to. Right now is closer to this valley line, but it's not quite close to it yet. So I don't know if it's going to pull the way back before we'll start going up. But yes, for 2026 watch list, although I don't know when it's going to be able to exceed this peak here, but it seems to be uptrending. And which valley line will we buy is going to be this one. And right now it's close to it. It touched base with it some years ago, and this year is pulling back to it, but it's not quite close to it yet. Seems to be going this way. So it's a little bit now, is like not close to it, but is downtrending here though. We are having lower lows here. So I don't know if he wanted to come back down before start going up, but yeah, we can go back to this one. And yes, so for I could say this could be like a short-term investment, because again, we don't know when it's going to exceed the previous high. If you purchase it around this value, for you to sell it. For that reason, I'm going to put it more on the short-term investment. But yes, to it. So the next one is UDR. So UDR, let's trace some lines here. Let's see. It seems to be following this, although I went through those two, and this one clearly it went below it, and that is around this recession of 2000. So during those recession, this might be 2020 crisis, so it tend to go deeper during those times. So here it went below it, here it went to it, and runout is right there too. So the value line is uptrending. Let's see if we are having higher highs. Here are they. So I'm seeing this mountain. It took quite a bit of years before it breached it, and from that point I'm having higher mountain every few years. But then when it reached this one here, is having, so when it touched base with this, it has been on a growth for some years without coming back to this valley line. So it came back to it in 2021 or so, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of growth before it pulled back. So, and then it went up and pulled back and is struggling to exceed this again. But again, last time it touched base with this, it wandered around there for 3 years or so before leaving. So when it came back here, 1, 2, 3 years before, so it could be a pattern for it. Once it comes back down, it could spend about 3 years around the valley line before finding the energy to start climbing up again. And right now we are seeing it right at the valley, so it could be a time to buy a share or so and just let it be. So again, this is going to be a short-term investment, as we are seeing it around this long valley line, and it could have about 6 years of growth before be done with it. So yes, for this one as well, and it's going to be a short-term investment, and right now is right at the valley line there. So if you are interested in this, you want to grab a share, you can do that, and it might go a little bit lower and sit there for a while before it will start going up. And one of the things I'm looking at it, since it's wandering around the valley line, 2 years ago when it was there, the price was a little bit lower, 31.62, 35 now. So it's as well important that, you know, if you buy waiting to sell it after some years later, when it's coming back down to that valley line where you bought it at, you still want to be positive in it, and it's showing that there. So okay, so yes for this one, and you can see in the past I say no to it, so it can happen. So UDR, we are going to add it to our list of those stocks that are really for purchasing now list. The next one is SUI. Okay, so let's trace some lines here. If I trace it from here, okay, it's going to go there. Let's see. If I trace it from here, it's going to go through multiple. It's going to go somewhere here. And this is many years long, so that will be enough. So it seems to be respecting this valley line. So are we having higher mountain? Yes, we are. Although like the other one, when it touched base before here, it continued going up for a while. Do you see it? So it was climbing this mountain for some years, and it is now that it came back down. So this will be one for a short, I like to say short term. I say short term because it's not like holding forever, but already over a year is a long term investment. But Again, buying it with the idea that you are going to sell it is why I'm calling it short-term investment. Otherwise, I can just say it's an investment. But okay, so once it leaves this valley line, it could, spend a decade going up. So it reached this high peak here and pull back, and reach even higher and pull back. So we don't know when it's going to start going up. It has been around this valley line for some times now. Of course, the valley line is upward trending, so but it has not left there yet. So this is going to be a yes, but it's going to be an investment. It has higher mountain and has higher lows at the valley as well, and right now is right there at the valley line. So since this is a yes, we are going to select where we are comfortable buying it at, and right now is right there. So crawling around it, and if you are interested in, you can buy a share of it and just let it be in your portfolio for the time being. So we are going to go here and we are going to say a short-term investment is going to be SUI. The next one is O. We have O in our portfolio. We purchased it some years ago, maybe 2023 or so, for dividend income purposes. It pay dividend on a monthly basis. We bought it for the dividend reason, but let's see if it's worth trading. So we have this valley line that we trace. It seems to be touching base with it. Is going to be it. So it's uptrending as well. You can see the price is higher there than that. So we have higher lows there. Let's see the mountain here. So every few years it's getting taller and taller. Yes, but this was back in 2020 and it has not been able to exceed it yet. It seems to me that in 2023, when I purchased it somewhere there. So using 52 weeks low and 52 weeks high trading strategy to buy for dividend income purposes, I end up buying it at a higher price. But right now is around this valley line. So we don't know when it's going to go back up. Let's see. When it's climbing up, it was climbing up for many years here before it pulled back during the recession, went up but was not able to exceed it and pull back and started again. So interesting. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to breach this. It try here though, and it's not too far from it, so there is a chance it's going to break it. But the thing is, when you look at it, it tends to make a higher high. So at some point it's going to breach it, and right now is around this valley line. So it's not been close. It touched base, went up and start going down, but it's not quite close to it. So this is one that I would say, if you like it, you might buy some shares. But again, we come across some good stocks that you don't need to have them all, but this is one I'm going to add to a short-term investment as well. I just don't know when it's going to breach it, and a few times probably it will be around here that it was positive or so that I wanted to sell it but didn't sell it. I'll just let it be. I don't know how many shares we have on it of it, but I'm just going to let it be. And I don't know if I'll buy more shares or not, but I think that is something that is just okay to just let it be. They pay dividend on a monthly basis, and I'm very surprised that for a stock that is paying dividend is still uptrending. So we are going to put short-term investment for it. Another one is EQIS. Okay, so as we see, we have some line we trace already. We have higher lows at the valley. Let's see the mountain. Yes, it's getting taller and taller and taller and taller. So what I like is all-time new high that we are seeing. I like to see it in the current year or the previous year, like last year or this year. Show me that it's getting taller and taller faster. Does that make sense? Now, like the one that all-time high was like in 2020 or 2022 or things like that. But yeah, so as you can see, this one now is on its way down, but it's not there yet. So yes, to add it to 2026 watch list, and it's on its way down, but it's not where we want to buy just yet. So another one is IRM. So IRM, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Let's remove it from there and probably trace it again. We can activate this one. Now, in fact, I'm going to remove it as well, and we can trace. So we have a flat line here, and then we have this one that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in the making. So, and right now is going to it. Let's see, is right there as well, and we purchased it there, got stuck in it around this support line. That's the mountain is claiming a pullback to this valley line. We purchased it there, it went up a little bit and pulled back again. So I think the price right now is lower than what we pay for it here. So we got stuck in it twice, but we know it's been around for a while. It's going to, continue going up. So again, it's having issue crossing this. Is wandering for a while for now before start. But again, I just feel like this is a little bit too low for it to come back down to this one. So we are going to hold on to this to be the valley line to buy at, and we bought it there, and I don't know if I want to buy some more or not, but we are stacking it for the time being. So let's see the mountain here. Let's see, the mountain is getting taller and taller there, and then here from 2020 it went that high. So we are going to say yes to this, but let's keep this line in our head that there is a possibility it might come down somewhere, not necessarily this low, but somewhere. If this is not the new valley line, is 6 years long, we are just going to keep observing it, but there is a possibility it might come lower or continue going up from there. But yes, to add it to 2026 watch list and be cautious about it. So as we look at all those 7s that we analyze, those 3 are okay for swing trading. We have 4 that are okay to buy for investment purposes, in the sense that you are buying it with swing trading strategy, but you know from the start that those are stocks you'll accumulate profit in for multiple years before you sell it, because they can continue growing upward for some years before they will pull back. So I like to call them short-term investment, in the sense that we are not buying them to keep them for forever, but we are buying them knowing that we are buying them with swing trading strategy in mind, and but we are not going to be able to sell it in the year we are purchasing it, but we might have it in the portfolio for more than 1 year. So thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you for all your comments, and thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and NASDAQ.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your accounts from there. For more strategy on, for more tips on how you can create your own watch list, please check the playlist in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our small group online workshop listed at liberdownload.com. The link is in the description of this video as well. And the next workshop is on Saturday, December 13, 2025, where you can practice analyzing stocks to see if a stock is well positioned for you to buy during the week. Thank you so much for your time.